Okay, Bismillah. Okay, folks, welcome back. We're looking at percentages of my students here. So we're going to first of all look at how we work out 10%. So 10% of something. Now 10%, if you think about 10%, 10% as a fraction is 10 per 100. So 10% if you express it as a fraction means 10 over 100. Now if we cancel it down by dividing top and bottom by 10, 10% is then equivalent to 1/10. Now if we want to work out 1/10, what calculation do? We divide by 10. So 10% means 10 over 100 cancels down to 1/10, and we can work out a tenth of something by dividing by 10. Okay, lovely. Now how do we divide by 10? If we got a 0 at the end of the number, we can remove it, have a whole number, or we get the decimal place and we move it one place to the left. So we got those two techniques of how we can divide by 10. Okay, let's have a look at how we can do that with a couple examples. So let's have a look at the first example. So say for example, we need to work out 10%. Oops, that's supposed to be 10. No, 10% of, say, 460 kilograms. So the technique says what we have to do, we have to divide this number by 10. When we divide by 10, we knock off a 0 of decimal number, copy everything else down, and the answer is 46 kilograms is 10% of 460. That's one example. Let's have a look at another example. Say for example, Salia. Okay, we're going to work out 10% of, let's look at our next example. 10% of, okay, you got to calculate 10% of, say for example, 100. Say 335 minutes. Now in this particular question, there's no 0 to remove. So what we need to do, we need to insert a decimal point at the end of the whole number where decimal point lives. And now move the decimal point one place to the left. Yeah. Drop the decimal point down, copy everything down, and that is our 10% value.
So, but how can you have 33.5 minutes?
Well, that would mean 33.5 minutes or 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, that's actually a good question because we don't normally work in minutes and decimals. So, yeah, we can interpret that as 33 minutes and
5 seconds.
Half of a minute. 33 minutes and 30 seconds. Remember, it's a decimal 0.5, so it's 33.5. 0.5 means half of a minute. Half a minute means 30 seconds. It's not referring to 5 seconds. Yeah, it's a decimal part of a minute. It's a 0.5. So that was an absolutely good question. Good query there. So there's our alternative answer: 33 minutes and 30 seconds. So I've done 2 questions there. I'm going to give you now 2 questions to do. So I would like you now to work out 10% of 7,000 kilograms. And the next one is I want you to work out 10% of 65 minutes. So you got 2 questions there. And I would like you to do them now, please. I'm going to pause the video and come back. Recording now. Okay, so 10% of 7,000 divided by 10. That gives you 700 kilograms. 10% of 65 minutes, put the decimal point in the end, go back. It'll give you 6.5 minutes. And that's the end of this.
6 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's right, beautiful. 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Excellent answer, Rian. Thank you very much. Right, so that's the end of this small little video.